100, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's the truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a six by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a bitch, jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man, who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too, dripping my swag.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's Blair Walsh now about ready to get us started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And the pursuit that time was absolutely top-notch. He was looking to try and turn upfield somewhere. Kept trying to find a place. Somewhere never showed up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Tempo, baby. Let's go. Let's go to work. Come on. All right. 380. 14.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Going for the deep ball. It got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, check. There. Gotta go.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Shotgun.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man. It's Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Hey.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Tempo. Hey.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Quick slant, caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. Gordon can't break through against this defensive line. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll run it here. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll drop the throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
It's fielded at the 45. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. On 1st down, Wilson going underneath for Gordon. And he gets it down to the 32. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Caught here by Conley. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now first carry for their fullback, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. To throw now on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff, running off, tackle right. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
There's Wilson to throw. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And they'll go on the ground. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now back to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Mike Evans, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
19.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
All right, move 15. Gotta go. Right left.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going deep for Eifert. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Past the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Play action. It's Wilson. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
All right, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Now they try the right side here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Flushed out right, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Let's go, 14.
Play action. Now Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30, 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 79 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They'll run it now out of the gun. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
To play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Blair Walsh on for a long field goal. He's hit from as far away as 56 in his young career. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Still fighting for more. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Wilson now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. Zebra. There.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to fire one. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They go play action with Wilson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's Wilson. He's going to air one out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Now Wilson on first down. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now Wilson off the play fake. Caught Eifert over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal. Wilson will throw again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Wilson now. Off play action. Flush to his right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
All right, here we go. Boom, land it.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Woods the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game. And there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. In for the score. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gold now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive. Just past the 30-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, Booker T. 59, Mike. Check, 59. Go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Conley's got it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Had a nice broken tackle and then brought down right around the 20. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Right, 380.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Howard. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got...
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
And in this day and age, I would love to play quarterback.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Will Fuller, 45 yards. And the Browns get a score closer. Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the 2-point try. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Right, move the team. Tempo.
Play action. It's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Howard. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Shotgun.
To throw again is Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And a catch right side by Evans. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any off.
And he will try, but he can't. He can't escape the end zone. Gordon is taken down, and it's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to air one three. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On first down, Garoppolo. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Garoppolo to try again on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Browns on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
14.
They go play action now. Wilson. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Shotgun.
From the gun, it's Wilson. This is Gordon on the dump off. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
14.
They go play action with Wilson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And all the way inside inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 24 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
19.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Eifert with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bengals add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at Week 1, oh good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in Week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. This will be fielded at the 6. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Garoppolo. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Browns send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Now he's going to let it go deep back. He's got him in. Complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 40 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert from 6 yards away. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding a big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well. Gold
now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it second down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's Njoku over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Mike Evans, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the 2-point try. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Caught, Eifert over the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Right.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to go deep for Conley. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Chris Conley, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2, eluding the pressure right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages.
Well. Right. Clean 80.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 50. Check 50.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo